Hi guys, it's Rachel here, and we are going to do the 100-day project. We're in the day 40s. Can't remember which day, but today I wanted to be inspired by Wendy's Junk Journal Adventures. Hi Wendy. And I saw in a video that she had received a happy mail, and she had received these really cool envelopes. I think they were pharmaceutical envelopes, like for medicines. And they were long and narrow, and they had a big flap, if I remember correctly. And then she used a couple of them in her journals in the homage video that she did. I think one was to me and I think Tracy, and she made 2 Angie style journals, and she'd use these pharmaceutical it's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it, envelopes. And so obviously, and she said she'd never seen them before. And so I was thinking that they could be fun to try and make. So I've been testing out here how to possibly make these long, narrow envelopes with the big flap. And so I had these strips of straw paper. You could use brown paper if you didn't have straw paper. These are quite long. Let me measure it here so I don't have to count. They're about 12 inches long, these ones. So obviously you could use a scrapbooking paper. But if I folded the first one, and that's what I got. So I didn't get a very long flap. And it's not long and narrow, which is not, I mean, that's lovely, but it's not long and narrow. And then I added to the flap. I did a little flap up here, and I got a long narrow thing, and then I added to it. So that's a possibility. So we'll do that one, and I need to finish that one off. And then I did this one even narrower and added that to the flap, so that will finish that one off as well. And then this one has worked even better. So this one, I added this scanned postcard here, and then I got the nice long flap. So what I thought we could do, and you could I'm also now thinking, I just moved my iPad, we could use some of these wildflowers at the front too. And you wouldn't have to decorate it so much. So let's just pull a few of these out. I'm always like careful they're not necessarily ones I want to cut out, because I did buy this book for fussy cutting, but as you can see, a lot of these ones do lend themselves more to fussy cutting, but some of them don't really lend themselves to fussy cutting. So sometimes I like to use the full sheet, so we might use those. But I also pulled out just a whole lot of scanned pages and ephemera that are kind of the right shape. That one's probably, that could more go on the flap, these shorter ones, but I tried to find some longer ones to see what I could do. So we'll do a couple. So basically, first of all, I'm going to do these 2 now. So with these ones, if I wanted to use it in the bottom part, so that's not going to be very long and narrow. I want things that are going to make it long and narrow. So this was okay. This was the best. This one was quite long. Let me tell you how long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 inches is about good for the length, I think. So how long is this? So I could probably use the, oh yes, I can use this one. Let me see. Just. So maybe we'll do one with this and one with the thing. So if I'm going to use this, I'm going to cut this out first. I think this might be in my one of my ephemera kits. There's plenty in those that you could use to do this kind of thing, I think. You could just use a scrapbooking paper, not a scrap, even a digital paper as well. I can't remember. I think they had Wendy's original ones. They had, they had like lines here and things written to write down what was in there, sort of thing. So anyway, I don't have that. So what I'm going to do is just fold over one bit, just fold it in a bit to create a flap. And then I'm kind of just going to eyeball about how wide do I need it. You can make it even a little bit wider than what's going to be your piece. So just put a little crease in there and fold. Okay, and then this is the bottom here, and I'm going to fold this up a little bit, like so. And then this is going to attach on there, and there you go. I get a nice, I can even attach it a bit higher and do something down there. And I need to trim it off a little bit, so let's just trim it down It doesn't matter if it's slightly smaller because I've got the nice straw paper behind. So very bad cutting. We could tear it even if you wanted the torn look with your tear ruler. Let me see. Still not quite enough. I'll trim a little bit off this side. Could use your cutter if you want to be all perfect. Yes, that's going to be good. And then I'm going to get my nice long flap. So I might put my crease in there so then I know what I need to cut. Like so. I want to leave, so this was where this was. I want to leave a nice bit of space there. And I'm just going to, but then I want to snip those. I snip those off afterwards. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. So I need to trim this off. I'm going to snip it at a slight angle. So not on my crease, just off the crease. Like if you're making a bag, or we are making a bag, we're making a pharmaceutical pouch thing. And then here, I'm just going to snip this like that. And then this I'm going to cut straight-ish, as straight as I can. I'll show you the other way as well, the way I made the ones with the extension on the top as well, if you prefer to do it that way. This is, I'm putting my extension, I'm extending my piece on the bottom. And the other ones, I'll show you which one I'm talking about. This one I extended at the top, you see? Okay, so this is the bottom here. And what we need to do now is glue this on here. Like so. And I also then need to cut those bits off because I don't want those. So let me grab some glue paper. And first I'm going to put my glue on here. Oh dear. Just got glue all over my thumb. I'll just smush it everywhere. Because you want it to go straight. Okay. Actually, I wanted it to be up a bit higher. So I'm actually going to collage down that. That's going to be a little bit sticky. I do need to, I'll put something on there. Okay, and then we need to put some, see, I'm just figuring it out as I go a little bit as well. Where's my other glue? Got stuff everywhere. Where's the glue? Yeah, in the basket where it should be. So I put my glue up here. Like so, and here. And then put your glue on here. But not all the way up. Because you don't, oh, well, I'm going to cut that off anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? But don't put too much because you don't want it to ooze out and then close your pocket. They just looked really cool. I really enjoyed how they looked. And then we need to fold this up. It's stuck because I've got too much glue on it. Put that there like that. Smush it down. And I want to cut these bits out so it goes right across. Don't ask me why, it's just what I want. Like that. There we go, it's not too hard. I don't like that little folded bit there. I need to snip that off. Okay. And then just crease it so it's not crooked. And then we've got the nice long flap at the top. Like so. And then that would just glue down on a journal page. That will glue down on a journal page and be a nice pocket for a long, oh, just messing it up, aren't I? But it needs to be decorated. Okay, so let's try another one. Let's do one with this page. Now, obviously, I'm not going to have it that wide, so we'll just figure it out. I'm just going to fold this one. I'm just going to eyeball it. That's how I'm going to fold it. And then I will trim down my bit accordingly to my folding. Very random folding here. So fold that. Actually, you know what I can do? I know what I'm going to do with this one. Because it's wider, see that? Instead of having these flaps here, I'm going to cut those off and I'm going to wrap this around. You'll see what I mean. So we can actually trim all of this off and that makes life a lot easier. If you've got something wider, you can do this. So I can trim all of this off. You probably think I'm totally mad. and you wouldn't be wrong. So I am actually really super pre-recording these videos, and I'm going to say it now. It's the third day that I've pre-recorded, because you'll figure it out. I should be, if things go according to plan, I should be not here. I'll tell you in the next video where I'll be, because it's a bit of a secret. And I wouldn't want anyone who's not supposed to see it and then discover the secret. So that's going to go there. That's going to be a really long one. That's too long. So I'm going to take a little bit off. I don't want it that long. So they can be too short and they can be too long. I hope I don't get my days wrong with my pre-recording. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Let's trim. I need to trim a bit more off because this is too long. Too long. Okay. That's better. This is going to be a nice one. Nice big pocket. So I'm going to put my glue on here. This is even easier, I think. I shouldn't say that because I haven't finished yet, have I? So I need to put that here. Let's see. Let's put this here like this, so I can kind of gauge it, and then put that on there, just so I can see if I'm putting it more or less straight. We don't want to be too crooked. Okay, and then I'm going to go like this. Now here, before I'm going to do my creases. I'm going to fold this over like so. And this, when they wrap around the flaps around the back, they actually give, don't take all the lumpy bits off. They actually give you very nice pockets that can, things slide in really easily. They're looser, they're not as tight. Okay, so we're going to glue those down. But before I glue those down, see how it works? I'm going to do my snippy here. I want to use this one. Where's my crease? There. Oh, I like this one. So run my glue along here. Oh, see, it's becoming sticky. And run my glue along there. So I do like it with the book page. And now I need to do my crease. Now, we don't want to crease right down to here. We don't want to fold it right down to there, because otherwise you're going to have something that's really flush inside. You can't have anything that's a little bit bigger. So I'm going to leave about, I think it's about, maybe even more, about half an inch. Leave half an inch there. So you've got ample space to put something nice and long in there. And I really do like this one. This is really good. So we've got this, we've done this type with the printable. You could do it with a printable paper. You could do it, excuse me, with a nice long piece of Florentine paper. What else did I have here? I had these. Oh, I did like how this one turned out too, with the antique scan of the book. I've got another one of those. Could use this one. This could be nice. That's going to give me a nice deep pocket. Let's do this one. So this one instead, I might just, will I wrap it around? No, I want it to be narrow. I'm not wanting to make the wide pockets. I'm wanting to make more narrow pockets. I don't know why, but I think, I do know why. It's because that's how Wendy's were. The originals were narrow, and that's why I want them to be narrow. I'm going to do a little bit of a tear here. Take that off. I'll probably run out of, I had lots of strips of the, but we could also use, what else could we use instead of that's very crooked. That's not going to do the job, is it? We could also use book page. Well, no, I don't have any really big, I don't think I have any really big book pages. that would be long enough like that. They're not long enough like the straw paper was. That would give me, oh no, that's going to give me a nice flap. Oh, let's do that one. Let's do it. Let's just take a bit off because there's a bit too much there. A bit narrower. And we'll do the fold here. And then we'll measure. See, I've still got too much, but I'll fold it. And using the old paper is nice too, because even if it peekaboos out the side, it doesn't really matter, does it? So we'll just take that off, that extra bit. We don't need to be gluing all of that. And we're going to have our flap at the top, so I'm going to just fold up a little piece to, it's really hinging that on, and then folding it up so it fits. I've forgotten what I did. Oh, I need to keep those. So I need to put this on here. It's upside down. Put this on here like so. And I'm not going to get that longer one, but I might do less than my rule, which was 1/2 inch. I'm going to do less. So I need a nice flap on there. There we go. Okay, so obviously if you're going to use at the back scrapbooking paper, you're going to have white here. Not scrapbooking, I want to say digital paper. You're going to have white there, so you need to, or collage on it, which will make it a bit thicker. But anyway, you can do that. Glue some book page or something. What did I want to say? Yeah, or do double-sided printing. Of course, you could do a double whamming here. You could have something on the flap to elongate the flap as well if you wanted to. Okay, so this will be the last one that I'll make, and then we'll see about embellishing a couple of them. And then they get, you know, where they go into the to-do basket to be finished. That's what happens. So first I need to glue it on here. Let's just put that like that. See how straight I'm going to get it, if at all. That looks all right to me. Maybe over a bit. There we go. Okay. Right. And then we've got to glue these. Maybe I'll, no, what I'm just thinking, no, I'll use the other glue. So we can actually smoosh our glue all over this, because I'm going to snip off the extra bits so it won't stick down. Even if I go too high, according to my pocket, I can still, I'm cutting it off. Okay. All right. And I didn't get it up high enough. Where's my, I had a wet, oh, here we go. I've got a dry wet one here. And I didn't snip my semicircle out of this one, because really it's not too hard to slide things in that, because I've got a bit of space there, but you can. I like the look of that, so sometimes I do that. I could go in with my smaller one and do a little one afterwards if I want to. And then that's going to be like that. We don't want that overhanging like that, so just maybe trim it a little bit like that. Give it a bit of a shape. So I could make them both the same by pressing them together and cutting them at the same time, but I'm being lazy. And then crease it like this. It's a fun pocket. Okay, so now let's look at, I mean, you don't need to add too much to this. I just wanted to go in and see over here. I've got my stamped bits, and now I like this. I thought that kind of stamp could be good on there. I don't remember where I got it from. That would be, those sorts of, that stamp would be nice in there. maybe a number, some herbs. I'm just pulling out a few things that I might like to. I love these frames, they're nice. Cotton flower, or cotton, what do you call it? Cotton something. Cotton something, well, I'm sure. Okay, let's just see. So for example, this one, I quite like to keep it fairly simple. I did like that, but I don't, that doesn't fit, but it could fit there. I'll keep this fairly simple. I'm thinking I could just add, you know, you could cover that with that. Wrap it around. That could be nice. Oh, I quite like that. Okay, let's just tear this one down. Oh, isn't it just all too much fun? I just find it all too much fun. It's too much fun to be had. Aren't we lucky? I think we're just so lucky. I really do. That we can do these fun things at our age. Well, some of it, I mean, we're not all the same age, obviously, are we? At my age, well, I'm a certain age. Well, you know what my age is, most of you. I'm going to glue that on there. So, yeah, I think I'm really lucky. I did like this one too. This is a piece of paper that I have, but I won't put that. I could rip it. I quite like that one too. Let me see. Yeah, that could be nice too. Anyway, we'll stick with the plan, Rachel. Don't get sidetracked. It's very easy to get sidetracked at times. I wanted to keep the 1889, so I'm just going to put that on there. Slide it over, and I'm actually going to wrap this around, I think. Yes, wrapping it around. I don't mind that look, actually. And that's on there. I don't think we want that one, but I did like this. Or is that too much? Now that's too much writing, isn't it? Let's see. Could wrap it. That's just stamped on old. No, that's too much. We won't do that. But we could maybe have one of these. Let's see. We need to revisit this type of thing too. This is just stamping on your old book pages. I think I'm just going to put that there. Don't need anything else. I think it's great. And that's one down, and I'm loving that. Okay. So that's a good one. Not quite as long and narrow, and this wasn't quite as long. Could put a little washi there or something. I might do that afterwards. But there is one of the pharmaceutical pockets-ish. It's my interpretation. Now, we do have these ones. These ones are a bit more problematic in the sense that they are white. So I do need to cover that up. But I did think that this sort of thing would be really cool to stick on the front, as though it were an actual one, where they would write down the things, whatever they write. I don't know what they write. I never saw one before. Get my paper. I mean, they could be really cool to make if you had some really nice, just like, you know, if you had a big book and you had, like an art page or something like that you could tear up and you could get nice parts in all the bits that you tore. I might slide it up there. I love that. Yep, that's it. That's working for me, and I'm going to put something down there. I don't know what. Maybe a little handwritten note. No, that's not working for me. What about a number 2? Number 2 works. I'll leave that out just in case I keep getting glue all over myself. What were we talking about? We were talking about, I don't know what. Something. We were talking about something. Obviously not that important. Now, I could here, if I were to put something like that, would be very pretty on there, you know. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to attach that. So what I need to do is eyeball where the top is. I'm going to trim that bit off there. I know it's a totally different time period, but I was going to say, do I care? No. Yeah, the care factor is pretty much 0. I think I might keep this edge. I like those colours. But I do like it because it's, we could pretend that they are medicinal plants, even though they're not. Well, I don't think they are. So this is going to go here, like so. And I didn't even need to trim that bottom bit off, actually. It doesn't matter if it's longer than the thing. And I think that's going to be really nice. So let's glue that on and see what happens. You could put it, oh, I've got glue all over me. You could put a little pocket and put little tickets in there or something like that if you wanted to across the bottom. And let's just make sure we need to cover the book, the white bit. Yes, you see that works. And that wasn't hard. And it's vintage, so that's yellowing. So I don't really need to trim that off, but I think I'm going to because it's sticky. And also I like the shape of the old book. The scanned old book, I should say. You could put a little wow towel on them. Put a wow towel down here to lift it up. I do like that. Just need to think of something for here. I had some leftover florally bits from the other day. Love these. That's sideways. That one's going the right way. See, that could be a little pocket. Should we make that a little pocket? Why don't we do that? Why not? Who said we couldn't? And I'll do a little snip there. Put something little in there. It's not a very good snip. Do a better one. There we go. Okay, and grab this glue. Fun, fun, fun. And I need to turn my phone back on because it's turned off at the moment. Like it's, you know, on silent, not silent, airplane mode. Oh, I love that. See? How pretty is that with that peekabooing out from underneath? Okay, and then, obviously, in that little pocket, you could cut out some things like this and just slip them in the pocket or put an arrow tag or something like that. Cute. So we've got 2 done. Oh, I love these. That's really more like what I remember. I haven't watched the video for quite a few weeks, so I can't remember exactly how it was. That was my sample. I'll put that aside in my... I need to keep some samples. Now, this one worked, so this one's good. So again, here, let's see what to put on here. I'll put something like that on there. I might like this colour paper more. Let's just tear this. I could have actually just stuck that down on a, you know, extended a flap like with that. Could have worked. Let's just see. Could stick that one on there or the blue. I think we'll go with the blue. I am going to tear it down a bit further. Good. That's going to go on there. I want to put it up there and maybe have something with a bit of something else down there, I think. Okay, let's try that. It's not the end of the world if I don't like it. Goodness knows how long this video is. It's probably time for me to go and collect Lulu. Oh, 29 minutes. Oh, that's all right. Oh, a big blob of glue. Put that there, and then let's see. I could have slid it over and had that shooting down the side, or that would have been pretty. Is it too late? It's never too late. Take that off. Put it over here. No, maybe I'll put it over there. I think like that. I'm just going to tear this a little bit to have a bit less. It's feeling very spring-like outside today. And I'm going to put that there just for a pop of colour. I really like that. I'm on screen, yes. I seem to be able to stay on screen a bit lately, so that's good, isn't it? Put that there. I really like that. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but I like it. And I keep going like this because I've got glue all over my fingers, and it just sort of rolls off if I do that. Could be annoying for you to see me doing that, but that's just how it is. I don't quite like that. Oh, I think I might put that down there. Okay, still got to do a bit more. See, and I think I do it too. I'm sorry, I'm just noticing. I have been noticing it lately that I do that a lot. I also think while I'm doing it. It's my thinking thing. We could have a stamped number if we wanted to. We'll see. I think I would just put that there. Be up a bit. I might put a whale tail on this one. And we're not done yet. I don't want to pull out all my stamps because I'm in a bit of a mess. But it could be nice. It would be nice on this one too. It's very eclectic. I'll slide it up a little bit because I'm going to put the whale tail. I could stamp on there. Where is it? Why do I always lose the ones that I've already made? I'll put them over here. Like I could stamp something like that. Put it on there. Would be cool. But I'll leave it for now. I don't want to pull them out. I didn't put anything else on the front of that one, did I? And I love that one too. I think that turned out really well. Really pleased with that. Now here, I'm just going to leave that one. But what I would do is snip these corners because I love that look. I really love it. Just trim that up. And I am going to put a whale tail. Would I like a brown whale tail? No, I think, well, I kind of like, let me just punch it. I can punch it and see. Or you could have, you know, the file folder tab. They're good. They would do the job as well. Glue that. I quite like that. I think I'll just glue that one on. I won't fuss too much. Because as I said, I do need to go and pick up my daughter. Should be thinking, where is my mama? Okay, it does cover the 9 a bit, but I quite like that. So that's that. And then in here, do I want to put something on here? I could put something there. So let's see what's floating around in my mess. It's not too bad. It's a little bit messy. It's not my worst mess. No. Do I want another medicine sort of plant? I don't want to cover all of that up. That would be nice up there, but I'm not going to do that. Keep it for another one. Oh, I know. I've got things here. Let's see if I've got something nice cut out, like some sort of pretty floral cut out. That would be pretty, wouldn't it? Doesn't really go with the front, though. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Here it comes. Excuse me. I contained myself. Put that one there. Doesn't go with the front. I keep looking at the pinkies. I like that one. I kind of feel like I would almost even leave it like that. For so, you know, you could, whoever journal it went into, they could put something else on it. Oh, I like that one. Yeah, I'm going to put that one on there. There we go. No sooner said than done. You know, I said I wasn't. I might not even cover it, and here I am covering it. What can you do? The mind changes in a flash. I really like that. And you could put a little Tracy label on there. I might revisit that after, but I think I'll move on. I'm going to do one more. So that's that one. It's pretty clashy. We have this one here. Well, let's do this one. Oh, I had this one. I didn't finish this one. Oh, we need to finish this one. Let's do this one first. Okay. So we don't need to cover up too much, do we? Do we? A bit of this. No, I don't want to put in. I don't want to do it all the same. So I quite like that. I do quite like that. Let me study it for a minute. Oh, this one. Let's tear this one down. I think I like the brown one. I'm going to put the brown one on there, and then something else. I don't know what. Put that there. Just going to snip this here. I just love that look. Down here, so you could have a label. I wouldn't put that one. Those just still to do. That's cute. I like that. I like it and then I discard it. How about that? Oh, I quite like that. I'm going to put that there. I like the most bizarre things sometimes. It's just how it happens. Put that up there? I think so. And it could have a tab on it. It really could. I think this is, I just have a giggle to myself whenever I use this with the funny spelling that they did. First day of issue, okay. And we're going to put a whale tail. I think I might put one of my favourite papers. Oh wait, I've got my small piece here. This one. This is an all-time favourite. Love this idea, and I must remember to keep a sample because it needs to be revisited. And I think I'm going to put it off to the side rather than centering it for something different. Dare to be different, Rachel. Oh, yeah. And Wendy's done some things like this when she's attached the flap to the glassine bags or the brown paper bags. But I just really wanted to do these tall, long, narrow pharmaceutical bag types. So I love them. Really fun. I've had a lot of fun. I don't know if you could tell. This one is not quite as long. Didn't turn out that way with the piece of paper, but still from that idea. And then this one did. This is long and narrow, and it's got a little pocket there and a pocket up there. So that's that one. And then I still have these. This one and this one. I don't think there's any more here in my mess. I've got these two still to decorate, so I'll go ahead and do those. If I get them done before I upload the video, I'll put the photographs at the end of the video. But there's 4 done, and really, really fun. So I highly recommend you do it. Very simple, very simple. So thank you so much for watching. And I will see you again soon. Bye.